to the 8th annual PCA Scholarship and Awards Breakfast. I am Butch Alcindor, and it's my pleasure to be here and be your host actually for the second consecutive year, so I'm looking forward to it. And I was telling someone just a minute ago, I'm actually looking forward to anything at this point and being anywhere because I had neck and spinal surgery about 7 weeks ago. And I want to say right now, that is not something I would recommend to anybody at all. But it did provide a teachable moment for me because you go through something like that, you're in the hospital, and I realize, and so I'm going to give you guys a tip for the guys in the audience. We have a tendency, no matter what the situation, to want to be macho and tough and all that stuff. Whereas the ladies out there, you read the directions and you go out and get the job done. You don't deal with all that stuff. I forgot that. So I wake up in the hospital and my wife is there and she immediately says, hey, look, I talked to all the doctors. I found out exactly what you need to do. They've given me the list of things you need to do, and you need to take as much of that pain medicine as you could possibly take. And so my response was, okay, sounds good. The translation, though, was, I played college football. I played in 2 bowl games. I've had 3 knee surgeries. I know what pain is all about. When you take all this stuff, like, you know, I don't feel too bad right now. Well, what happened was I kind of was still drugged up from the surgery, slipped out for just a little bit, and then woke up again later, and oh my God, not in my life have I ever felt. I was pressing buttons, looking for the blue button, pressing the nurse button, just come now. So the moral of the story is, listen to the smarter sex whenever they tell you something. You'll be much better off in the long run. And trust me, I learned a valuable lesson. And she also told me that the Vikings were going to beat the Saints, and I didn't believe that either, so I had to pay for that. Well, let's start our program this morning by recognizing our presenting sponsors, Annie and Bob Graham. Our all-star sponsors, the Scotty Zorns Foundation, the Wade Smith Foundation, and Leticia and Stephen Trauber. Thank you all for your support. We appreciate it so much. It makes this morning happen, and it makes this event what it is today. At this time, I'd like to ask Mr. Mike Dodson to come to the stage for the invocation. Mike?
Good morning, everyone, once again. Thank you for being here. If you would mind, just bow your heads, and if I could ask everyone to close their eyes. Heavenly Father, this morning we come to you thanking you for this opportunity to be in this place. We thank you for those that are here, for those that are recognized. We thank you for parents. We thank you for students. Father, we thank you for contributors. We thank you for everyone involved. We ask that you just continue to provide your grace, your mercy, and your tenderness to each of us here and for those that could not be here. We thank you for safe travel this morning too, and we ask for safe travel upon our return. Thank you once again, Heavenly Father, for this gathering. Bless all who are here. Bless this organization. Bless our mission for PCA. And we just say thank you. In Jesus' name, we ask these blessings and much more. Amen.
Well, as you all know, PCA has many events throughout the year to benefit coaches and our student athletes. And one of the most fun events that we put on is the annual 7-on-7 football tournament. It's a blast. The parents like it. The kids love it. I mean, it's a great event. So this morning we decided to put together a little video just to give you a small taste of what goes on at that 7-on-7. So we could roll the tape and take a look. I think we all can agree that the Positive Coaching Alliance is teaching valuable lessons to our coaches, to our student athletes, and as you saw in some cases, to our parents. Now, for more on PCA, I'd like to welcome the Executive Director of PCA Houston, Mr. A.J. Johnson, to the stage.
So I tell Butch this all the time. I've seen him quite often over the past few years, and y'all know he's a famous sportscaster here in the city. And growing up, I always wanted to be on Butch's Catch of the Day on the news. I just didn't have enough highlights quite yet, but I'm going to put myself on there, Butch, one day. So as he mentioned, I am the Executive Director of PCA Houston here. Born and raised in Houston, product of Willow Ridge High School, and had a chance to go play at SMU and professionally in Canada and across the NFL. So sports mean a lot to me. My kids hear me say a lot that sports are awesome. And if you look around the room, that's why we're all here, because of sports. It breaks down barriers that some other activities don't allow us to do. So I'm going to share a little bit about PCA, but first I want to thank a few people that are here with us this morning. Again, Mr. Bob and Annie Graham couldn't make it, but I want to thank them for their support. Jimmy Dish, Dr. Dish is here. Thank you. Ed and Jason Chavez, Yusuf Burgess, Mike Dodson, thank you for your support. I also want to thank the SZ Foundation. You guys have been tremendous, and we appreciate what you do and being a part of PCA. The Wade Smith Foundation is an integral part of what we do every year, so I appreciate them. Mr. Stephen and Letitia Trauber, they couldn't join us this morning, but again, awesome people that help us continue what we're doing. And last but not least, Jim and Lisa Bailey and Ron Steinbaugh. We also have these events across the country, and we're fortunate enough today to have a few national representatives with us. Well, one, Ben Rose, who actually started the chapter here in Houston in 2007. So thank you, Ben, for joining us. And we have some support here from our Central Texas chapter, Sean Yagodzinski. Got it. Thank you. All right. If you could turn your attention to the slides here, and I'm going to give you a little brief background of kind of what we do and why we're here this morning. You know, we face trouble in time. I guess I need to stay on the mic. Kids are facing trouble in times. You know, social media, there's so many distractions, depression, pessimism. We're here to try to help overcome that and provide them some tools that'll give them opportunities to be successful on and off the field of whatever sport they play. Our mission is simple. We want to develop better athletes and better people so they can make themselves better, make their teammates better, and make the sport or the game that they play better. We're not going to come and teach your X's and O's. We have a lot of coaches in the room to do that. We're not going to change your program and overhaul what you try to do from a game plan execution standpoint, but we want to talk about nonverbal communication, verbal communication, and getting the best out of your player. The goal is to just have that student athlete come back the next year and continue to compete in the sport that they're playing in. Why PCA matters. Teamwork is awesome. When you're part of a team, you learn something about yourself. You're only going to have a limited time to play the sport that you choose to play, and when you get into the workforce, you're going to have to work with other people and be a team. You got to learn these skills, and I think sports provide a unique opportunity for us to be able to do that. Integrity. Are you doing the right things? Can the coach count on you when they're not looking? These things matter as you become an adult and get into your college years. Goal setting. What are your goals? Are we just showing up and we wake up every day? In our adult life, we don't do that. I hope not. We have to set goals, and we have to stick to them. We have to make plans, right? Leadership. Talk to my kids all the time. You know, a lot of people just wake up and be average. It takes no effort to be average, right? Be a leader. Don't be afraid to be great. Go out there. And so at PCA, we try to teach these skills that equip student athletes with traits that will help them in their adult life. Work ethic, dealing with adversity. So I'll tell you a story about this. This banquet normally happens in the fall. October 20th or 27th, we were supposed to have it. Every year, it's been in the fall. Well, we know what happened in August in our city, right? So the first location wasn't available. The second location was still under construction. I just said, look, we got to find a date. I got to play this game. So we are here. So we may end up having 2 banquets in 2018, but we're recognizing our efforts from 2017. But we're athletes. We got to deal with adversity. You can't script the outcome or the weather report of a game, right? Things happen. So we try to get kids to understand these things at a young age, so when things happen as you become an adult, it's not a shock to your system. It was a shock to me when I walked on SMU's campus when they handed me that syllabus and told me all that work was due and they weren't going to remind me again. But you figure out a way to get it done, right? And resilience. I mean, we all know, again, we got a lot of outstanding student athletes and parents and coaches in this room. You got to be resilient in what you do, and we want to try to promote those skills. We also know that 70% of kids drop out from sports by the age of 13. And the number one reason is that it's just simply not fun anymore. That's not right. Sports teach you a lot. The more you're involved in that extracurricular activity, the better off you're going to be for it. And I firmly believe that. And at PCA, that is our mission every day. Go ahead. points that I just mentioned, kids are less likely to drop out of school when they're involved in an extracurricular activity. They're less likely to have used drugs, more likely to have higher test scores, more likely to go to college, and eventually more likely to be active with their own kids. So we had a rule in my house. 3 of my older kids are here. The babies at home, we couldn't. The 3-year-old would have tore the place up. So I have my older kids, 15-year-old boys. They're twins, and my daughter's 14 years old. They don't play football. It didn't break my heart. It's fine. I want them to pick up something else so we can go travel around the country. But the rule was, you're not coming home at 2:30 when school's out. You can go play in the band, get on the debate team, play baseball, run track, tennis, whatever it is, but I want you to be involved with something. So, and they do that. They're outstanding students. I'll brag on one of them just now, a couple of them. One of them's number 3 in his class, one of them's number 22, and my daughter got a chance to play varsity volleyball as a freshman. So we also know that everybody doesn't grow up like them. They're not fortunate enough. A lot of kids that we serve in the city don't have parents that are able to instill these values in them. So PCA is here to do that and pick up that gap where it's needed. Go ahead, Melissa. Who we are. It's a national organization started in 1998 by Mr. Jim Thompson out of the Stanford University Sports Management Program. He sought out to eliminate the win at all costs model. You know, we do talk about winning. I'm just as competitive as the next guy, but the scoreboard is not the most important thing. Whether we lose the game or not, we're going to be champions on and off the field. And Kenny Hand can relate to this story. Some of y'all have heard it too. I went to SMU. My freshman year, we went 1-10. That was more games that I had lost in my entire life. If y'all know Willow Ridge High School, we didn't get used to losing. So I learned a lot about myself, and it wasn't about winning on the field. I learned a lot, and that's what we try to teach here at PCA. We have 17 chapters across the country. You can see the map there, and we've reached over 8.6 million youth. We have over 3,500 national partnerships across the country, and we've executed over 20,000 live workshops in front of coaches, parents, and student athletes. Go ahead. And we're not just making this stuff up. We're backed by over 25 years of coaching experience from the likes of Dusty Baker, Oliver Luck, Julie Foudy, Shane Battier, Herm Edwards. So these guys pour resources into us. They have exceptional knowledge in their field, and they're outstanding at what they do. And so we lean on that at National Advisory Board for support and ideas to help us continue our movement. We also have partnerships with some other youth organizations and professionals, so Major League Baseball, the Junior NBA, USA Football, US Lacrosse, and soccer, to name a few. So they've partnered with PCA to allow us to bring our program into their everyday coaching, education, and curriculum because it just means so much to them. So here's our programs in a nutshell. And I wish I could go through a workshop here, but I know you guys didn't sit here to come to get lectured by me. We're here for some student athletes and coaches. So I'll give you the Cliff Notes this morning. We talk about that single goal leader. That's your student athlete. That's your culture keeper on the field and on the court. Who's that one you go to that you can count on, that has integrity, that does a job that you ask to do every day? We want to promote that kid and give that student athlete those tools that they can be successful with. The second goal, parent. My parents are here today, and I'm thankful for the support that they continue to provide me. Your job as a parent, I firmly believe, is to be the best cheerleader you can for your kid. They only have a limited number of years to compete. And if they get a chance to compete at a high level, that window is going to shrink even more. But right now, while they're 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, get them to practice on time. Help them with their homework. Feed them, sometimes. But your job is to be their biggest cheerleader because it means a lot when you look in the stands and you can see support from your mom or your dad or your aunt and your uncle. So let the coaches do their job, and you support your student athlete. The double goal coach. We talked about that. Winning is important, but we don't take the scoreboard mentality in its own. We want to win, but we also want to teach lessons through those wins and losses. You're not going to win every game. We're definitely going to try. No coach wakes up and says, you know what, I'm going to go out here and lose today. It's just whatever. We'll just see what happens. No kid goes to the plate and says, you know what, I'm going to swing at the first 3 pitches. I don't care what happens. They don't try to do that, but you have to push them through these opportunities and these lessons. And so we do want to strive to win, but that second goal is the most important. We want to teach life lessons throughout the season. And the triple impact competitor athlete, while we're here today, we have 20 fine, outstanding student athletes here that have gone through a rigorous process to make it to this point. I think we had over 180 or so applicants. We narrowed it down to 20 with our board and scholarship committee. You guys are what makes PCA go. You're making yourself better, you're making your teammates better, and you're making the game that you play better. And we want you to continue to do that. All of these things combined, we refer to as a development zone. Sports provides that development zone for you to be able to learn valuable lessons, one, about yourself, about your teammates, confidence, self-awareness, and things like that. What we've done here locally, so I shared a little bit of, and I'm almost done, so I'll let you keep it. I'm waiting on somebody to finish their food. That's what I'm going to get down. Our local impact. So I shared with you some of our national numbers. Here's what we've done here locally in 2017 in Houston. We executed over 155 live workshops. So that means we go out to a high school or a youth league or a booster club meeting and speak to the parents, the student athletes, or the coaches. These are done at their facility, typically during the school period, sometimes in the evening, sometimes on Saturday mornings. We reached over 55,000 kids. And you say, wow, how do we do that? We have 7 or so contracted trainers that help. I can't go talk to them all. So we have a lot of support in the room that goes out and helps us do these workshops and get the lessons out that we want to give out to the community. Over 3,300 coaches that we've trained last year. That's a lot. Houston is a big city, but we're just scratching the surface. The fourth one, why we're here today, we have a scholarship program. Yes, we are a nonprofit and we do raise a lot of money, but we also feel like it's important to give back. And we want to reward those kids and coaches that do the things right way and that take our messages and put them back out into their community, in their locker room, and on their campuses. So thank you again for what you do. Like I said, we've made a lot of progress in the 10 years we've been in Houston, but we still have a lot of opportunities that we can do and increase our impact. I get asked often, how can I get involved? As soon as I walk out of here or I leave a workshop, I want to get involved. I get fired up. I want to do something. What can I do to help? Be a champion. You know, be an advocate for PCA. When you see something, say something. If you're at a Little League game, say something. Bring it to our attention. We'd love to go help. I don't go speak to anyone and they say, you know what, I'm good. We don't need PCA. I get the calls after something happens. And we don't want to be damage control. We want to jump out in front of it. So be a champion for us. That'll make a huge help. Obviously, it's no secret, making a donation or helping us fund partnerships. There are several schools that can afford to bring our programs to their campus or to their facility, but there are a lot that can't. And our goal is to not turn anyone away. So we raise a lot of money so we can put our programs in front of every student athlete, every coach, and every youth organization in the city. And that's our goal. Become a member of our board or leadership council. We have board members throughout the room. Find them, find me, shake their hand, and we'd love to get you involved. Again, we can't do this alone. We know sports are important, and we know you believe it's important, or you wouldn't be here this morning. So feel free, ask some questions. We'd love to have you join us. You can sponsor one of our events. You can become a certified trainer. You can also help to volunteer. I really appreciate my kids. They kind of got voluntold this morning, so I recruited 3 of them. That helps having multiples. But we had some fine students from Rice University and Texas Southern University that came and helped us out this morning. That goes a long way for us, and we appreciate it. Last but not least, contact me. There's my information. I'm on all social media. You can find me on LinkedIn. I'll be in the room here today. But I really want to say thank you for coming this morning. I know it's not easy to get up on a Saturday morning, but you're here to support your kids. You're here to support the coaches or the organization that you play for, and we really appreciate what you do for PCA. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that great advice, AJ. It's advice we will all take to heart, no doubt about that. Now it's time to honor our triple impact competitors. And some of you might be asking, what exactly is a triple impact competitor? Well, it is a student athlete who makes themselves better, makes their teammates better, and improves the sport that they participate in. The Triple Impact Competitor Scholarship Program was created 6 years ago, and 8 $1,000 scholarships were awarded at that time. In only 7 years, more than 850 students have applied for triple impact competitor scholarships from 85 schools and 25 school districts. These scholarships are provided thanks to the generous contributions from people like yourselves, from our sponsors. Today, you will meet our scholarship finalists. Our winners will be announced at the end of the program and will come up on stage for a photo. So at this time, young ladies and gentlemen, please stand when your name is called and remain at your tables to be recognized. And I'd like to ask everyone else to hold your applause until we have completed the list. So, our first finalist is Alexis Abulafia. Where's Alexis? Is she here? There she is, right there. And as you can see from here, she's chair of the Discipline Council. That has to be a pretty tough job there. Likes to rock climb, and that's kind of dangerous there. You do it indoors, right? Yes, all right, that's pretty cool. And her favorite food is macaroni and cheese. I mean, who could argue with that? Thank you very much, Alexis. We're going to wait until the end there. Abel Aguilar from Northbrook High School. I need to mention also that Alexis was from Episcopal High School. So next up we have Abel Aguilar. Oh, here we go. You participated in the Houston Livestock Show and Rodeo Art Finalists, so you like to draw. Cool. You're going to put on a big show one day and we'll all get to come and say we knew you win? Will that work? That sounds pretty good. 2-year Houston Marathon volunteer. So are you a runner also? Okay, very, very cool. And you're the first student from Northbrook to ever be accepted to Cornell University. That's fantastic, man. We'll clap for that. Thank you very much. Next up is Eric Allen from Tompkins High School. There's Eric up on the front row. Favorite movie series of all time is Star Wars. Boy, you must be in heaven right now with all those Star Wars movies coming out. Let's see, he loves to travel and see the world. Where have you been? Give us one place where you've been. Oh, wow. Fantastic. Did you learn how to speak the language? No, I'm just appreciate that. Let's see. He wants to become an anesthesiologist. Wow. That's a tough job. Really tough job. Cool. Well, thank you very much and congratulations. Next up is Ashley Barrett from Stratford High School. Ashley, favorite holiday tradition is spending Christmas Day at the Mission. Okay, that's fantastic. Captain of the volleyball team for 3 years. What's that like? Do you have players on the team? They come to you with their problems? So you're a counselor too, and you're a player, and you have to do a kind of a coach, assistant coach. And you will attend Mays Business School at Texas A&M University. That's fantastic. Congratulations, Ashley. Sean Daly from Stratford High School also. There's Sean. He's the Energy and Environment Chair for the Student Council and co-president of the Future Doctors of America. Fantastic. Congratulations, Sean. And finally, with this group, Cara DeLeo from Clear Creek High School. Cara? Ah, okay. There she is. I met your dad earlier, and of all places, the bathroom. Varsity Letterman, all 4 years of high school. Fantastic there. A member of the debate team, student council, best buddies. Man, you have a busy, busy schedule. Congratulations to you. Let's give all of our finalists in this group a big round of applause. I hope I'm not the only one in here that's extremely hot because wow. Well, up next, we would like to honor our Inspiration Award winner. This award goes to someone with significant athletic achievement, a role model and someone you admire as a competitor, someone who has transitioned his or her athletic talents for the good of the community. This year, we are honoring a man I've gotten to know pretty well over the last couple of years, Mr. Wade Smith. Some of you will remember Wade from his days with the Houston Texans. Of course, he played offensive line for the Texans. And I think he's still the only Texans offensive lineman to ever score a touchdown in a game. He recovered a fumble in the end zone at one point. Now, Wade spends a majority of his time growing his foundation and sharing his love of learning and reading with his Reading with the Pros program in Houston and in Dallas. Please welcome Wade Smith, our 2017 PCA Inspiration Award winner.
A little bit taller than you, Butch. I'm gonna adjust this. Thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank the Positive Coaching Alliance for presenting me with such an awesome award. This organization does an excellent job of reaching out to campuses, coaches, and student athletes all over the greater Houston area. And I'm honored and humbled to even be considered for such an award. The Wade Smith Foundation has partnered with PCA over the past 3 years to distribute our Spitty Scholarship Awards to deserving student athletes throughout the city of Houston. And I couldn't be happier with the quality of young men and women that I've been able to encounter and subsequently award funds to over that period of time. The bar set by our finalists continues to improve each year, and that's a tribute to the parents, the educators, and the coaches these amazing students lean on for support each and every day. The finalists here today may not even realize it, but they are all inspirations to a multitude of people they encounter on a daily basis. They're underclassmen and their peers that say to themselves, one day I'm gonna be just like them, or even better. If they can do it, then so can I. They're coaches and they're educators that see the sacrifice and the hard work that you put in and say to themselves, I have to be my best in order to bring out the best in each and every one of you. And of course, your parents that see the dedication, drive, and selflessness that you show in your everyday lives and say to themselves, I will do whatever it takes to make sure that they have every opportunity in life to succeed. For that, you all should be commended and deserve a round of applause. When contemplating inspiration, I think what inspires people most are ordinary people that do extraordinary things. In my opinion, the ability to overcome adversity is a common trait in those that inspire. It's something that we all have to do or will have to do in order to succeed in life. The key people that inspired me growing up weren't celebrities or famous. Instead, there were people like my parents that worked extremely hard each and every day to provide for my siblings and I. Or an example of someone else is my 8th grade football coach, Coach Hill, that saw me walking to school one day without my normal group of buddies and said to me, where are your buddies at? Well, in my mind, I knew that they decided to skip school that day. But of course, I decided I'm gonna come to school, because if I didn't, the lady right there that's sitting at that table, I was gonna have to deal with. And that's something I feared until about my senior year in high school. But he said to me, he said, where are your buddies at? To which I replied, oh, they're not gonna make it to school today. And it was then when he said something to me that stuck with me to this day. And he said, you know what? You're gonna make it in life. And that really stuck with me, and I was like, what about me did he see that made him make such a profound declaration? It made me want to push that much harder because someone believed in me and verbally put that in the air, and I didn't want to let him down. Now to be considered in that same class of those that led me along the way, it in itself is an amazing accomplishment and feeling. I'd like to thank my wife, Rita, for being an awesome person, an awesome mother, and for supporting me in all of my endeavors. I'd like to thank my Wade Smith Foundation board members, board of directors, our staff, our partner organizations, and supporters. Without them, the ability to reach out to and inspire so many young people wouldn't be possible. Lastly, I'd like to thank my 4 daughters, 2 of which are here today, for being my biggest inspirations in life. Once I retired from the NFL, I decided to dedicate myself to bringing the best out of others. Easily the best decision I've made since that point. To be recognized for that is a humbling and awesome experience, and I'm so thankful. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Wade. I've actually seen firsthand Wade working with his Reading with the Pros program here in town with several elementary schools, and they do a fantastic job, and the kids really, really enjoy when these guys come in. He brings a lot of other pro athletes in, and it's really a big deal for the kids. Well, it's time now to move on to our next 7 scholarship finalists, so please stand when your name is called. And the first finalist in this group is Dominique Doré from Cinco Ranch High School. There's Dominique in the back there. She was adopted from China. Wow, that is great. Founder and president of a volunteering club called the Bowl of Life, and participated in the Young Life Wilderness Camp. So that's a lot of stuff. You're probably a busy young lady also. Congratulations. Next up is Jesus Garcia from Northbrook High School. And you can see Jesus is the captain of the baseball team, a member of the varsity baseball team since his freshman year, so he's a 4-year letterman, and he likes to fish. I mean, what could be wrong with a guy who likes to fish? Next up, we have Nicole Haran Quintanilla from Chinkapin Preparatory School. Is Nicole here? Oh, there she is. Hi there. She is vice president of the Student Leadership Council, likes skateboarding, and is interested in criminal justice. What are you going to major in college? Something to do with criminal justice. Yes. Thank you very much. Faith Hernandez, also from Chinkapin Preparatory School. Faith is the treasurer for Interact, creator of an upcoming clothing line where proceeds will be used to help single mothers. Where's Faith? How'd you come up with that? Fantastic. That is great. Way to be creative. Adam Hotailing from Dawson High School. Adam, did I say that right? Okay, thank you very much. Adam currently is interning at Spark Engineering. So wow, you're going to plan to major in engineering? That's fantastic. Where are you going to go to school? Have you decided yet? Not yet. Well, you got plenty of time. Congratulations, sir. Abigail Howarth from Dayton High School. There's Abigail. She's vice president of Quill and Scroll Journalism, a member of the Honor Society, and the yearbook editor. So that's a big responsibility. I bet you got a lot of new friends who want to be in the yearbook, don't they? Yes. Congratulations. And finally, with this group, James Umber from MacArthur Senior High School. James? Well, you certainly can represent him, and you should be very proud. You can see he volunteered for the Hurricane Harvey relief efforts and the Bethel Baptist Church mission trips. So obviously, and how can you knock this? He likes pizza and hot wings. Thank you very much for being here. We appreciate it. Let's give them all a big round of applause. Over the years now, we've continued to stay in touch with past PCA Triple Impact Competitor Scholarship alum. These students are doing wonderful things at colleges and universities in Houston and all around the country, really. Drake Lamb graduated from Kipner High School in May of 2017. He now attends the Houston Baptist University as a business finance major and is a member of the Honors College, ending his first semester with a 3.8 GPA. That's outstanding. Drake's first semester of college was delayed 2 weeks by Hurricane Harvey. He changed his major twice and actually considered transferring on multiple occasions. But he said PCA actually taught him to stick to his core values, things like perseverance, hard work, and respect. PCA gave Drake the confidence to overcome this adversity and the confidence, more importantly, to believe in himself. Please welcome Mr. Drake Lamb to the stage. Drake?
Good morning, everybody. The Houston Astros are World Series champions. Can we clap for that for a second? That warms my heart. First of all, I would like to thank the Positive Coaching Alliance for allowing me to share my story with all of you today. My story is one of a kid who showed up to the first day of training camp at a brawny, strong 5'7" and 135 pounds. I made a minimal impact as a fourth-string defensive tackle. I had switched schools for the fourth time in the last 3 years, and I did not know my peers or anything about the culture of my school. All I really had going for me at the time was a coaching staff who wanted to see every young man on that field make the most of himself. Hard work was rewarded over talent every time, and that gave me the courage to rise above average and pursue greatness. As a team, we worked. We put in hours like our lives depended on it. We didn't have cars. We missed the bus daily to get extra lifts, riding bikes home after grueling leg days to an ever-growing stack of homework. I should also let you know that my mother had found her life's work in education. She was the first person ever in my family to earn a PhD, and Dr. Jackson wasn't settling for C's. I wasn't allowed to be average. As time went on, I worked and worked and worked until I couldn't work anymore, and then my teammates pushed me to work just a little bit more. Over the next year, I grew almost 5 inches and put on nearly 45 pounds. I was getting second-team reps with varsity. I was moving up when it hit me. Or I guess I should say someone hit me. 2 weeks into training camp, I was playing scout team offense when our starting nose tackle hit me so hard I went to the coach afterwards and asked him who we were playing and what quarter it was. Luckily, I only missed a week or so of training camp, but my start on varsity was delayed another 7 weeks. If it weren't for my teammates' constant support, constantly pushing me, constantly seeing me improve, I don't know where I would have been. 7 weeks later, I made my first tackle in our homecoming game. And little did I know, at that time, that I'd be moved up with what would now be my best friend who's here with me 4 years later. I continued to progress as a player, and we continued to progress as a team. Senior through freshman year, we were a family. We never let anybody be less than the best that they could be. By my junior year, I'd made the all-district team, and had set a single-game record for tackles. I'd learned to lead a team. I'd played baseball, ran track, and helped to start my school's powerlifting program. Being a captain and member of these teams culminated in so much more than just sports. Throughout my junior and senior year, I was an active officer in 4 honor societies, helping to start a 5th one by the end of my senior year. That same year, I got to be a part of the first playoff team at Kempner High School in nearly a decade. And you know what? I'm a little bit tired of hearing about Ridge Point. About Willow Ridge, I'm sorry. But yeah, that was our first playoff team in nearly a decade. After being the laughing stock of that district as long as I could remember, we made it. The day after we clinched our playoff berth was the day I was recognized as a PCA Triple Impact Scholar. And I don't think that's just a coincidence. My story is one of a young man who just needed someone to believe in him. I'm here to share this story with you today because though I did not find out about the Positive Coaching Alliance until my junior year of high school, what I learned as an applicant and eventual finalist was that the values of this organization had always been with me. From the get-go, my family had instilled in me a passion for improvement. My coaches gave me the tools to make the most of myself, and my teammates pushed me to be the best version of Drake I could possibly be. Athletics had taught me to be more than strong and fast. It showed me how to be a leader and how to look for the potential in everyone around me. Athletics made a better man out of me than I ever could have been on my own. Though my time as an athlete has passed, the core values that guided me will be the ones that continue to drive me as an individual. This is what we are truly here for. This is what we woke up early on this Saturday morning to celebrate. The power and potential of athletics to shape the next generation of great men and women that this world deserves. Every person in this room being recognized today comes from the same pedigree of diversely talented and driven individuals who are able to change the world for the better. It is our duty as leaders in the community to cultivate and grow youth sports, to provide a safe, competitive environment for outstanding young people like the ones here today to flourish. We are here to inspire and equip all who participate with the opportunity to become the best versions of themselves. Your continued support of the Positive Coaching Alliance is pivotal to touching the lives of young people everywhere. Please consider making a donation today as an investment in a brighter future. There are donation cards on your table. For our scholarship recipients today, if I could have y'all stand up, we're going to collect those donation cards shortly and bring them back to Ms. Hauser in the back. Thank y'all for your time today. Go Astros.
Thank you very much, Drake. And as he said, PCA is all about touching the lives of young people and making a difference in their lives. And with that said, there's someone here I just want to introduce real quick because he's made a difference in the lives of so many young people in the Houston community. Coach Ray Seals, would you just stand up for just a second, sir? Thank you for being here and thank you for everything you have done throughout your career. Appreciate that. Well, our next award is the Triple Impact Professional Award. And this honor goes to someone who strives to make themselves better, to make their coworkers and their company better, and to make their community a better place for all. He or she has to be an outstanding business and community leader and a great role model even when their playing days are over. That's very important because it's probably more important at that point to be a role model. So our 2017 Triple Impact Professional Award goes to Mr. Kenny Baldwin. Now, Kenny is the founder of Spring Spirit Baseball, a sports education and mentoring ministry dedicated to improving the lives of underprivileged youth in the Spring Break area. Kenny was actually drafted by the Detroit Tigers in 1979. After that, in 1981, he later joined the consulting division of what was then Arthur Anderson. He currently serves on the board of stewards of Chapelwood United Methodist Church, as well as the boards of the Cal Ripken Senior Foundation and the Austin RBI. Please welcome our Triple Impact Professional Award winner, Mr. Kenny Baldwin. Appreciate it. If you want to. Yeah, please.
I just want to say thank you very much. I mean, it's obviously thank you to the leadership team from PCA and all the sponsors that support PCA. It's a great organization. It's been a blessing to us at Spring Spirit to be able to work and collaborate with PCA. In a small way, Dr. Dish, who just presented this to me, I guess I've been one of the, probably longer than anybody else, because I may be the oldest guy here, a beneficiary of PCA, because when I went to Rice, much like AJ, that first semester or maybe even that first week, I was shocked and I needed help. And Dr. Dish came along and literally helped me keep from leaving school. And that would have been a decision that would have been, changed the whole trajectory of my life. So I'm very, very thankful for the principles and values that he and AJ and others here are putting forward, and in a way that is really highly leverageable for people like us at Spring Spirit who are trying to help others. So thank you all very much. I also want to do one more thing. I don't get to come up on the stage. I haven't been acknowledged. I'm just a regular old guy that tried to play baseball, didn't make it to the big leagues, and then came along and used my education, which is the most important thing. But being on the sporting field, gave me the opportunity to learn what I call the life lessons, which you see mentioned in all these things: perseverance and resilience, and work ethic, and faith, and integrity, and teamwork. All of these things, those are the things that I leveraged that were enduring in my life that allowed me to have any measure of any success in any way. So I'm very, very thankful to any organization and any people, coaches and others, who are investing in doing that for the young people around the world. And I want to also take the moment, since I don't get the chance to get on the podium very often, to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. I think, that to me, I've been a believer for a long time, and the Lord has been with me through all the things I've gone through. And I know that as the opportunity to be exposed to people like Dr. Dish and others in here, Mike Rudine, et cetera, who have helped me along my life, the loving mentors, my parents, and like many of you athletes have wonderful parents. all of that's a blessing from the Lord. And so I just want to acknowledge him and give him all the honor and glory. Thank you all very much. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Kenny. Quickly, and Kenny probably doesn't even remember this, but this story will tell you all you need to know about Kenny. A couple of years back, my computer was hacked. And so they start sending out all these messages to everybody in my contact list saying, I'm in Europe somewhere and I need some money to get back and I'm whatever. I was actually in Austin playing golf. So Kenny was one of a handful of people who actually called me and said, hey man, are you all right? Can I do anything? So that tells you all you need to know right there. Really appreciate that. And congratulations again. Let's meet the remaining scholarship finalists now. The winners, of course, will be announced shortly, but please hold your applause until all the names have been read. Yesenia Ipina from Northbrook High School. There she is right there. And it says you're a member of the Northbrook Athletic Student Council, which is great, volunteered to clean up neighborhoods around Northbrook after Hurricane Harvey. What was that like? That had to be a tough job, wasn't it? But I bet the people really appreciated the help. Yes. Congratulations to you. Alyssa Jackson from Stafford High School. There's Alyssa, senior class secretary and a member of the National Honor Society, and could eat at Payway every single day. You and me both for that one. Congratulations, Alyssa. Blake Johnson from Jersey Village High School. There's Blake in the back, a member of the National Honor Society, and his favorite type of music are country and rap. That's a diverse. That's great. I bet you have a lot of friends, don't you? Congratulations, Blake. Cole Klopfenstein from Tomball High School. Klopfenstein. There he is, also in the back. Has played the drums since age 11. Who's your favorite drummer?
Probably Steve Ferrone.
Wow, that's great. That's fantastic. As a sophomore, selected as a member of the varsity football team. And so what is it like for you to be a member of a team? That's got to be great. I mean, how much did you learn from that?
Just playing at the varsity level at that age just opened up a lot of doors for me, and being able to connect with those that were older me that were playing at the same level as me, I learned a lot. And as I progressed through the grade levels and played varsity teams, so I just learned a lot and was able to lead those around me as able to come up as well.
Lessons that will definitely help you throughout the rest of your life. Congratulations, Cole. Laurel McKelvey from St. John's School. There's Laurel. Founder of Playing for a Purpose Foundation. What is that all about, Playing for a Purpose?
I give lessons to young girls in my community, and then those proceeds are donated to the Boat Point Excel Foundation, which gives, it does activities after school for young kids that involve sports, and those focuses on teaching lessons that sports can give.
Fantastic. Keep up the good work, Laurel. Zachary Smith from Texas City High School. There's Zach. Attended the national competition for VEX robotics. That's got to be pretty cool. Did you build a robot? Is that what that was? What did it do? What could it do, I guess? Wow. Congratulations. Bruhu Sundaraman from Clemens High School. Bruhu Sundaraman from Clemens High School. Okay, so he's not here, but his parents are here, and as you can see, he is captain of the cross-country team and a distance track team, and director of Student Hero Program at the Houston Food Bank. You guys should be so proud. Congratulations. Let's give all of these guys a big round of applause. Okay, next up, we have our 2017 PCA National Double Gold Coach Award recipients. Our first winner is Wardell Jones, a youth coach for the Texas Heat. And Wardell, why don't you come start walking up to the stage now? He has more than, well, I didn't realize you were that close. He has more than 20 years of volunteering. Being a good role model is something that has always been important to him. And his greatest achievement is watching his players go off to college, earn a degree, find a good job, and become productive citizens. Congratulations, Wardell.
First of all, I want to thank God for this honor and thank PCA and all the individuals that worked throughout my life to help me get here. At almost 51 years of age, I've learned a lot, seen a lot going on. And I just want individuals to continue to work with the youth, help the youth, and always try to inspire and not give up on our youth because they are the future of what we have. Thank you.
Thank you, Coach Jones. Our second National Double Go Coach Award winner for 2017 is Skip Allen. Skip coaches for the Allen Baseball Club. His primary goal for his young players is to prepare them for high school, both in baseball and in the classroom. Very important there. He frequently monitors grades, community conduct, and social media behavior. I mean, you need that nowadays. You have to have it. And he wants to ensure that his players are making good decisions. Now, Coach Allen could not be with us this morning because of a previous commitment, but we'll make sure he gets his award. How about a big hand for our National Double Go Coach Award winners? Moving on now, our 2017 Houston Double Go Coach Award winner is Richard Lazaro. I can't believe I got that right. We've been going over that all morning there. Richard is a 1991 graduate of Kempner High School, started his teaching coaching career at Stephen F. Austin, coaching football, basketball, and soccer. He was the Austin High School Teacher of the Year in 2007. In 2010, moved on to Terry High School to be the running backs coach and head soccer coach, where he was named District Soccer Coach of the Year in 2012. Later, he moved to Willow Ridge to become the assistant head coach, head football coach, running backs coach, and head track coach. Eventually, he would become the head football coach and athletic coordinator at Willow Ridge in 2013, where he has become a constant fixture in his players' life. Congratulations to Richard.
So, full disclosure here, this is not home cooking. He is a coach at my high school. This goes through a national database of voters, and they get elected by either a player, a parent, or someone in their school that goes through a national search committee. So this was not home cooking, but I believe in what he does, and he happens to coach at my alma mater.
Thanks, AJ, for full disclosure. Anyways, I just want to thank God, just like Kenny. I've been doing this 20 years. I've been coaching for 20 years, and the first 5 years of my life, no one would have nominated me for any of this. Because the way that I coached, we were trying to win, and I coached in a way that if anybody walked on that campus, they wouldn't have thought that guy's positive right there. And there came a point where Jesus snatched me up. And what I appreciate about PCA is the encouragement to keep doing this, because there came a point when God grabbed me that I wanted to do this. But it's hard doing this, and when you have people encouraging you to keep doing it the right way, it's a tremendous blessing, because there's a lot of us out there trying to do it, and it's hard when it's just like the kids. I mean, when they're trying to do the right thing, they need people to encourage them to keep doing what you know that God's calling you to do. And when you have people like this organization coming out there and pouring into you and saying, hey, keep it up, I'm super thankful for it. So I appreciate you guys for coming up today, and God bless you.
Thank you, Richard. That brings us up to a very special award now, the Scotty Zorns Coach Award. For those of you not familiar with Scotty, he left this world unexpectedly at the young age of 26. This award, however, was created to honor young coaches just like Scotty, who have a passion for mentoring young athletes and making an impact in their lives by relating, listening, and bonding with their players. This year's winner of the Scotty Zorns Coach Award is going to be no stranger to you guys in the audience, Mr. Lance Berkman. Berkman, the 6-time Big League All-Star, needs no introduction here in Houston. He played for the hometown Astros. Then he went on to play for the Yankees, the Cardinals, the Rangers, played at Rice, made a big impact in Houston, won a World Series when he left. But Houstonians will forever remember him in an Astros jersey, because that's just the way we see you, Lance. That's it. After he retired, Lance became the head baseball coach at Second Baptist in 2015. In 2016, he led his team to the TAPS 4A state championship, proving once again that he is a winner at any level. Presenting Lance with his award is Mr. Scott Zorns, Scotty's dad. Would you guys both come to the stage, please? Scott?
Okay. Yeah, I guess. Why not?
Yeah.
It's a gold whistle for those of you that, and I'm one of the few baseball coaches that employs a whistle in practice, so there's just something about blowing a whistle at kids. I mean, I love it. Well, thank you to the PCA staff, and thank you for choosing me for this award. I'm been very inexperienced as a coach. This will be my third year at Second Baptist, and just have a great time having a positive impact on kids. And I think as a coaches, you realize this, you have an impact on your kids, positive or negative, whether you want to or not. I mean, if you're in a position of being a coach, you have an extremely important platform, and you're going to impact your kids one way or the other. And I've played for some great coaches. I mean, I played for Coach Graham at Rice, who's one of the legendary coaches, and his form of positive coaching would be more like, do you think that you could run faster if I said, hey, I'll give you $100 if you run as fast as you can to first base, or I'll set a German Shepherd loose on your rear end and see which one makes you run faster. You can always run faster when you're running for your life. And that was more of his approach to getting the most out of his players. But anyway, I really appreciate the award. I think it's a great organization. I think anytime that you have an opportunity to positively impact those that are in a position to positively impact our kids, it's a great thing. So again, thanks for coming out this morning and supporting this very worthy organization. Thank you.
Appreciate that, Lance, and I feel like I need to add too, Lance, going in the locker room all those years, Lance, always one of the most professional guys in there. Didn't matter what happened on the field, didn't matter if they won, lost, or whatever. He always stood up there and answered our stupid questions, no matter what happened out there. Appreciate that. Now, we've actually come to the moment that we've come here for this morning. The moment we've been waiting for, the 2017 PCA Triple Impact Competitor Scholarship recipients will be named. So when your name is called, please come to the stage to take a photo and receive your certificate. Our first scholarships are going to be funded by the Wade Smith Foundation. Mr. Wade Smith will present the winners with their certificates. Wade, if you would come this way, please, sir. And we will call out the winners. And thank you very much for donating these scholarships. The first winner of the, what is it, the Smitty's? What's it called? Smitty Scholars. Smitty Scholars. They didn't have it written down, so I wanted to make sure I got it right. Alyssa Jackson. Congrats, Alyssa. She's from Stafford High School. Next up is Dominic Doré from Cinco Ranch High School. Cole Kloffenstein from Tomball High School. Congratulations, Cole. Nicole Hiran Quintanilla from Chinkapin Preparatory School. Congratulations, Nicole. And finally, Abigail Howarth. Thank you, sir. Congrats, Abigail, and thank you very much, Wade Smith and the Wade Smith Foundation. Our next scholarship is funded by PCA Legacy Board member Jim Bailey and his wife, Lisa. Jim, would you please come to the stage now? There he is. Thank you for everything you do for PCA also.
This has been fun.
Yes. And the winner is James Humber from MacArthur High School.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Jim. And Mrs. Humber, thank you. Our next set of scholarships are going to be funded by Ed Chavez. Ed, would you please come? Let's see, Ed and Jason are going to come up on stage. So Jason and Ed Chavez. Thank you for all your support.
I get it from my son.
That's right. And the first winner is Faith Hernandez from Chinkapin Preparatory School. We'll wait for you. You can take your time now. Congratulations, Faith. Jesus Garza from Northbrook High School. Congratulations, Jesus. Laurel McKelvey from St. John's School. And congratulations, Laurel. How about another student from Northbrook High School, Abel Aguilar? Adam Hoteling from Dawson High School. Bruhu Sundaraman. I'm going to ask his parents to come up. Bruhu is actually involved in some ROTC competition this morning, so his parents are here, and I imagine they're very proud to receive this award. Jason, you're not done yet.
No.
We have another group of scholarship winners, our final group. Yesenia Ipina from Northbrook High School. Alexis Abulafia from Episcopal High School. Cara DeLeo from Clear Creek High School. Ashley Barrett from Stratford High School.
Thank you.
From Tompkins High School, Eric Allen. Congratulations, Eric. And from Stratford High School, Sean Daly. Blake Johnson from Jersey Village High School. And finally, Zachary Smith from Texas City. Congratulations, Zachary, and I don't know if you realized it, but it turned out everybody got something today, so it's a very good day. Congratulations to all the finalists and all the winners. Now, in closing, Jason Chavez has a couple of parting words for you.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Well, thank you again for everyone for coming, supporting PCA. I'm Jason Chavez. I'm the board chair for PCA Houston. We've gotten the habit of telling stories at the end of these events, and AJ has taken that honor for the last couple, and so I was going to get up and tell a story that I have. And the story is about a little girl. Her name is Mia. Mia is an 11-year-old fifth grader. Tall, big girl, glasses, gangly. You could tell the confidence really wasn't there. Not much athletic ability, but she decided she wanted to play basketball. And her mother thought it'd be a great idea. Single mom, no father around, and Mia was assigned to my team. And when I say Mia had no athletic ability, I mean she had no athletic ability. It was bad. So she came out the first day of practice, she couldn't even dribble. Just getting her to run up and down the court was something of a coaching challenge. But Mia was there. She showed up every day. She gave her heart, everything she had into it. And as the season progressed, I saw Mia start to blossom. Her personality came out. Her confidence came out. And of the 4 or 5 or 6 shots she got to shoot that season, one of them actually went in. And the elation she had and her mother had and the team had, it was such a neat thing to see. The next year, I saw that Mia signed up again. And I watched her play, and she was still not very good. But you could tell she loved it. I ran into Mia's mom a couple weeks ago, and I asked, is Mia still playing basketball? She said, oh yeah, she tried out for the 7th grade basketball team. So that's awesome. She make it? No, she's no good. She didn't make the team. But she's going to try it again next year because she loves it. These are the stories in sports that we don't get to hear often. Mia's not going to get a scholarship. Mia's not going to get any all-district honors. But sports heavily impacted her life in a huge way. It brought Mia to be who she is. Her confidence, her growth. I saw it happen in front of my eyes. And that's what PCA does. You look around the country and there's not a lot of sports. There's not a lot of organizations where there's a place for Mia who's 11, who's not any good at sports, right? We always talk about the kids that are great. We can't forget about the kids that just need sports, regardless of how good they are. You know, PCA, our tagline is better people, better athletes. But I always like to sum PCA up in this way. We are trying to transform youth sports so that sports can transform youth, just like Mia. Again, we appreciate everybody. Congratulations so much to all our scholarship winners. We wish you guys the best of luck. I can't wait to hear your stories about where you guys ended up in life. And again, please, we remind you to fill out your cards on your table. We really rely on our donors to do what we do at PCA. And again, that concludes our program. Picture with all the scholarship award winners. Please come up. We'll get a picture. But thank you again, everybody. That concludes our program.